Jim, my good man, hello. Kirby, my good man, hello. Let's suppose we're on Capitol Hill, and let's suppose, just for argument's sake, that you're a Dem and you're a Republican. Which way would you vote right now? He's shell-shocked by that.
I'm shell-shocked that I would be either Democrat or Republican. I would vote no. I would have voted no in the beginning with Mr. Bernanke. Mr. Bernanke has never been right about anything in the last 6 years that he's been in Washington.
So there's nothing he's done, nothing he could do to redeem himself ahead of this vote this week. But
he could resign.
He's not going to do that.
He could abolish the Federal Reserve. Then I'd vote for him, yes.
He's not going to do that. Kirby, what do you think?
I think it's no secret I would vote no as well. I mean, I have a page in one of the sort of canned presentations I do. There's a page and a half
of quotes. You do canned presentations?
No, but I have a base that I work off of. We wouldn't be accused of that. That is just quote after quote after quote of Bernanke comments, and not only comments, but Bernanke predicting the future path of the U.S. economy and the global economy leading up to this mess. And it shows that he had not even just a slight misunderstanding of what was happening, but a major fundamental misunderstanding of what was coming in this crisis. So if you believe that that is paramount to making decisions that will lead us out of this mess that he's gotten us into on the fiscal side and the monetary policy side, then you have to think he's not necessarily got the acumen to get us out. I would vote no, and Janet Yellen, I think, is a great replacement.
Jim,
Bernie, not only did he not see it coming, he's one of the major reasons we have this problem.
Very much.
They were printing so much money, they were reducing interest rates to an absurd level. He caused the problem. He didn't see it coming. He doesn't know how to solve the problem. He's going to make it worse. The only good thing about Mr. Bernanke being reappointed is at least he will be around when it gets worse, and then everybody will know the reason for the problem.
Is there something about the appointment of Fed chiefs, perhaps, that the people who get to participate in the confirmation process, they just don't understand what's at stake? In recent history, if he doesn't get the nod, this will be the first time. The toughest vote we've seen was 1983, and it was Volcker, and even then there was only 16 versus overwhelming yeas. Do the people in D.C. just have no idea who's in front of them and what he's charged with, what they're supposed to be doing? Sounds like they don't even have a job description laid out.
What do you mean, do they have a clue? Of course they don't have a clue. I mean, why do you think they're in Congress?
I know.
Why do you think they're in politics, for goodness sake? No, they don't know what's going on. And Mr. Obama doesn't know what's going on. That's why we have these people who don't know how to run an economy.
And I will say this, that the team that's taken us this far, voter dissatisfaction, it's more about, it's more than just health care. The American people are not happy with the direction the country is going economically either. This team is not going to stay together. If Bernanke is approved, which it looks like he will be, Geithner will go. That's my prediction. Within a month, if not 3 months. I think it was in the plan anyway, and that's why we're getting a systematic leak of emails. The idea that Timothy Geithner, as president of the Fed of New York, did not know what was going on under him with the AIG situation, it's a ludicrous idea. Geithner will probably be thrown under the bus.
Turn two for Bernanke, assuming he goes through, would be different, though, right? I mean, he'll be humbled. He's eaten a certain degree of humble pie.
What? I don't think that's necessarily the case.
You think he's on Virgin Galactic instead of a helicopter now?
Bernie, he went to an Ivy League university. He was an Ivy League professor.
Oh my God!
He's not humble. What are you talking about? He thinks he's smarter than the rest of us. He's not.